Also, you said yesterday that you're leaving, and it's a very difficult period for the group of Petach Tikva always, and maybe other groups can influence them or pressure them somehow. So what kind of pressure can we exert on to our friends to help them?
The Petach Tikva group is has a very difficult structure. It's large, which is why, because of that, and in general, historically, the path that it has taken and consists of many other flows and elements and subgroups who unite on different elements, different foundations. Therefore, there's nothing you can do here, and that's how it occurs, and no one has the right to go inside and change something with their mind. Right now, this was the first time in history that a group was asked a question about unity. About which the leader of the group, Rav, said something very serious. We need to unite. Why? We don't need to ask why. Because I said so. Because students don't understand this anyways. I was forced to talk about this the entire week. Those that don't understand this were not able to rise above their knowledge, their opinion, and refuse to obey themselves. They need to understand that they have to rise above themselves. I welcome such people who have very serious obstinance against me, but I will not welcome a person who, after he has been explained everything, remains in his state that he thinks he's correct. If he's not in a condition to rise above himself, but he feels that he does not need to do it, that he's correct, he has knowledge, and he's above it all, and doesn't want to know what is faith above reason, then such a person cannot advance forward. He cannot. He's dead. And that is why, yesterday, during our last lesson on Saturday afternoon, I explained this from a very particular, specific spiritual point of view. I try to explain to them where they are. What is their position in reality? How can they, after all, when we studied the mutual guarantee so many times, the covenant of salt, we went over these things just 1 week ago at our Congress, and today they give me such results. And I'm not surprised by such a result, but after I explain this to them, they still don't want to listen. This is a serious problem. They're in a very serious state right now. They need to figure out, determine for themselves whether they follow their Rav blindly, because that's how it happens in Kabbalah. And there's nothing you can do about this. If you want to go according to a spiritual path, then that's how it happens. Faith above reason means that I receive knowledge from Rav, how to walk this path, and against the knowledge that they feel within themselves, I'm unable to place these two levels. I simply am guided by the opinion of the upper. My opinion I reserve, and I see the difference between these two opinions, and this tells of my spiritual degree, about even the smallest spiritual degree. And on the next spiritual degree, there'll be even a greater contradiction, and greater contradiction until the 125th degree. You're stepping upon such a path where you need to acquire a new spiritual nature. despite your previous nature. And every time it will be a greater problem, but that's how Kabbalists work. And in this way, we can ascend towards the Creator, above the egoism. If you will be reminded, if you will remember what you have learned theoretically for many years, then you will see that now is the time to realize this practically. And if you're unable to, then pray, cry, scream, help one another. But know that only the Creator can help you. And for this, He's sending you this through your teacher. And you can look at all the books, at all the sources, and you will see that we're following precisely what is written, very practically, because the way it's written is theoretically, and we need to realize this theory within us.